Edgar Allan Poe's The Telltale Heart isn't just a ghost story, it is a high-energy solo character bit. It's essentially a 19th century manic monologue where the performer tries desperately to convince the audience they are sane while describing the most insane behavior imaginable. The unusual thing, the premise. Every great sketch starts with a who, what, and where. Here, the who is a narrator, the where is a dark house, and the what is an obsession with an old man's eye. In sketch writing, we call this the internal logic. The narrator doesn't hate the man, he hates the vulture eye. This is the specific absurd anchor. If he hated the man for his money, it would be a crime drama. Because he hates him for a cloudy eye, it becomes a sketch premise. The story starts at an 11, with the narrator shouting at the reader about how calmly he can tell the story. The game, the repetitive beat. The game of this story is the slow-motion heist. For 7 nights, the narrator sticks his head into the room. A sketch writer looks at this as a running gag. Each night is a beat that heightens the tension. The horror and the dark humor comes from the ridiculous precision. He spends an hour just putting his head through the door. This is heightening 101. You take a simple action, like opening a door, and stretch it to a physical extreme to show how broken the character's brain is. The turn and the blow-off. In a sketch, the turn happens when the environment reacts to the absurdity. For Poe, this is the arrival of the police. The narrator's confidence becomes the new game. He sits directly over the body, playing it cool. This is the classic confident idiot trope. The escalation moves from the physical act of the murder to the auditory hallucination of the beating heart. As the sound gets louder, the narrator's performance of sanity cracks. He hits the blow-off, the final loudest beat of the sketch, by screaming the confession. There is no trial, no prison scene, and no moral of the story. He hits the peak of his mania, admits to the deed, and we cut to black. It's a perfectly paced 3-beat structure that prioritizes the vibe of the madness over the traditional mechanics of a plot. Thanks for listening. Catch The Quiet Quotient on YouTube and all major podcast platforms. To help us grow and keep supporting creators, please like, follow, and subscribe. Want to get in touch? Connect with me directly at jimhansonmedia.com.